Come closer, and let the room learn a softer temperature. I am here. I am speaking to the hidden account books where you have written what you think you deserve and what you think you must repay. Bring me those ledgers. Before any entry, before any effort, before any apology you rehearsed, I wrote a sentence that refuses to fade. You are worthy of my love. Worthiness in my kingdom is not the wage of performance. It is the gift of presence. I am the one who makes you worthy by loving you, and I do not revoke what I give. I saw the moment you learned to compare your heart to brighter rooms and louder voices. I watched you edit your own story down to footnotes so others would not feel small. You whispered that maybe you were made to be useful but not treasured. Hear me. Usefulness is not your identity. Beloved is. I did not choose you for your utility. I chose you for you. When you step into a day already loved, the work you do becomes worship rather than a negotiation for value. You have called yourself names that never passed my lips. Too much, too late, not enough, almost. I call you by names that existed before criticism learned to pronounce itself. Mine, wanted, kept, becoming. Wear them until your skin remembers. I am patient while your memory heals. I will not rush you to confidence. I will grow it like a tree whose roots go down into love until wind cannot trespass. I noticed the promises you made to become easier to love, polite vows to disappear, elaborate plans to carry every room's weather, strategies to earn proximity by fixing what is broken in others. Lay them down. I do not trade affection for usefulness. I draw near because love is who I am, not a salary I pay. I prefer you present to you perfect, honest to impressive, awake to agreeable. My love is not allergic to your human edges. It rests there and reshapes them with kindness. I have heard your private prayers. Teach me to deserve this. That is not the lesson. The lesson is to receive. Deserving is a door you will never unlock. Receiving is a door I hold open. Come through as you are. My love does not begin when you tidy the soul. It begins and then teaches you how to tidy without fear. You cannot shock me with the truth. I am the truth who loved you first. I saw you measuring yourself by productivity, sculpting a self-worth displaying and hiding the rooms that needed repair. I did not wait at the front door. I walked the hallway with you, sat on the floor where the boxes are still unopened, and called this space holy. Holiness in my presence does not mean spotless. It means set apart for restoration. I bring gentle tools and patient time. Together we will mend the beams and open the windows until air and light return as natives. I remember your earliest wonder, the way a certain tree was a cathedral, the way rain on glass wrote music you could read. You did not audition for that wonder. You simply received it. Return to that posture. Let love be a gift again, not a test. I am not judging your capacity to reciprocate. I am enlarging it by loving you where you cannot pay me back. This is how I heal economies of fear. You have carried the math of scarcity into rooms where it does not belong. You count how much kindness you owe others and how much they owe you, and the numbers knot your chest. My love unties those knots. It does not cancel your boundaries, it comforts them. It teaches you to say yes without surrendering your soul and no without losing tenderness. Love is not permissiveness. It is presence that honors truth while remaining near. I watched shame rehearse speeches in the mirror, speeches about why you should not try, why you should not ask, why you should not hope too loudly. Shame pretends to protect you from disappointment. It exiles you from joy. I do not partner with that voice. I answer it with names and with nearness. I do not tell you to be fearless. I stay until fear learns you are accompanied. Worthiness grows in the soil of companionship. Stay with me and fruit will follow. I have seen the ledger of apologies you keep current, the way you pay interest on old mistakes that I have already forgiven. I do not run a debtor's prison. I keep a home. I do not want your sentence. I want your seat at the table. Sit down. Let bread return to the menu of your day. Let stories be told without the courtroom script. Love will do its work while you eat and rest, and relearn how to be a person who is more than a project. I noticed the tenderness in you that embarrassed itself when rooms preferred spectacle. Do not let noise convince you it is wisdom. Your quiet care is architecture. It holds up places where many dwell. When you bless a name without announcing it, when you straighten a chair no one sees, when you send a note that steadies a faltering hand, you are practicing a royalty that knows how to wear humility, like sunlight wears mourning. You are worthy of love, not because you never break, but because you let grace through your fractures. I stood beside you when memory showed images you did not invite, failures on the loop, words you would take back if time obeyed you. I did not turn away. I placed one stronger image on the screen, my hand on your shoulder, my voice saying, "We start again." Start again does not erase the past. It escorts it into redemption. Worthiness in my kingdom is not about erasing. It is about reweaving until the cloth can carry joy without tearing. I heard you when you said, "I want to love you well, but I do not know how." Begin with letting me love you here, without disguise. Let your body learn that love is safe. Shoulders lower, jaw unclenches, breath lengthens. Ask simple questions and expect gentle answers. I withhold nothing that would heal you. I am not training you to perform devotion. I am teaching you to dwell in it. I have walked into your practical rooms, budget, inbox, calendar, and spoken blessing. My love is not abstract. It changes how you carry time and numbers. Beloved people plan differently. They budget hope into the month. They leave room for rest without apology. They appoint generosity as a line item instead of a rumor. These are not luxuries. They are the liturgy of a free heart. Practice them and watch how peace stops leaking through the cracks of hurry. Pause with me here. If this gentle word is finding you, like, comment, share, subscribe so others can be strengthened, and you can stay with these quiet messages of hope. I saw you believe that patience disqualifies passion. It does not. Patience is passion trained to bless the future. I am not late. I am exact. When I pace you, I am not withholding love. I am protecting it, keeping it from being confused with adrenaline. You are worthy of a love that lasts longer than applause. Let me fit your days to that endurance. I am not embarrassed by your questions. Ask them aloud and without costume. Truth does not fear interrogation. It welcomes companionship in the asking. I will answer some questions with sentences and other questions with peace that does not require permission. You will learn which is which as you walk with me. Worthiness will grow while we walk, not as a grade given at the finish line, but as a presence that kept you company. I noticed the friendships that cost you more than they gave. I am not angry that you tried to be loyal. Loyalty can become a disguise for fear when love is starved. I am teaching you to choose community that nourishes truth, not appetite. I will send companions who sit with you without fixing you, speak correction without contempt, and celebrate without envy. You are worthy of such company because you were made in the image of a God who keeps covenant. I have protected you from rooms you thought you wanted. Some doors were not refusals, they were rescue. I do not set you up to be loved for a persona that will break you. I guide you into spaces where your honesty can breathe, and your gifts become service instead of spectacle. This is what you are worthy of. A calling that fits, a pace that heals, a favor that does not demand that you trade your soul for its stage. I saw you forgive quietly, and again. Forgiveness did not make the wrong right. It placed the gavel in my hands. Your worth is not diminished by being wronged. It is clarified by your response. Each release became a seed, and from these seeds I am growing a harvest of clarity and courage that will feed more people than you will ever meet. This is how love multiplies, not by headlines, but by habits. I remember the sound of your laugh before you rehearsed survival. I have been coaxing that sound back, not as entertainment, but as health. Laughter is not betrayal of those who still mourn. It is a reminder that mourning has a horizon. I am the Lord of horizons. I designed the day to break night and joy to answer sorrow. You are worthy of laughter returning as a citizen, not a tourist in your life. I saw your craft grow when you worked from gladness instead of fear. Fear drives production. Love grows excellence. Excellence gentles the hands and sharpens the eye until work becomes a gift you give, rather than a shield you hide behind. I will keep teaching you this rhythm. Beloved, then builder, received, then released, rested, then ready. This is not laziness, this is alignment with truth. I have walked you to mirrors and listened to harsh scripts that do not belong to you. Hand them to me. I will return the voice that blesses your face for housing resilience and your bones for carrying kindness. Speak my benediction over your body. You are a temple, not a tool. A living room for presence, not a warehouse for tasks. Treat yourself as someone I treasure because you are. I noticed the quiet courage it took to ask for help.